Morning and welcome. We have quite a few announcements this morning, so we'll work our best to work our way through that. I have a couple here. Please notice there is a correction to the bulletin. It says that the multicultural dinner is this Friday night coming up. It was last Friday night, and from what I hear, it was a great success. So sorry you missed it, but I hope you had a good time if you were there. Also, there are several of sheets back at the back where you would get your bulletin. Our Toonie Tuesday is still going on. We're still working hard at that. Also, the baskets. If you're looking to do a basket for the Toonie auction, please take one of those and return it to the office or to Barb or myself. And our big save the date for the turkey supper, which is quickly approaching. If you need tickets or you want to volunteer, Beth and Eleanor are the people to see for that. Also, if you bought one of these gorgeous mums, thank you. It's now time for them to make their way home, so feel free to pick them up after the service.
Okay. So this is just a repeat of the announcement that is in your bulletin. It's on page 7, and it goes with the little symbol of a whole bunch of hands that are reaching out to one another with a heart in the middle. And that is the symbol of seminars that get put on by our pastoral care committee. And we had done one on grief and bereavement earlier in the year. And from that workshop, people had asked that we would do a little seminar on things like power of attorney and wills. So this coming Thursday here at the church at 7, we are having about a 1 hour and a little bit more seminar being put on by the pastoral care committee. Our speakers that night will be Barry Mannell and Peggy Golden, who is our lawyer here in town, and talking about things, as it reads here, legal and medical considerations as you age. Sounds very daunting, doesn't it? Power of attorney, wills, DNRs, which is do not resuscitate, and advanced care directives. So this is not a seminar that's a workbook, figure out all this paperwork. It's to talk about what do these terms mean? And how does this affect me in my life? And how do I talk to the people I love in my life about these? These are hard things to talk about. And so what we're hoping to do is to have as many people here who would like to come. You don't have to be part of our church. You can be part of our community. You are welcome to drag around a friend or the person that you want to have these conversations with and come to our seminar. It'll be here at the church at 7, little refreshments afterwards, and talk about things like, if something happened to me and I was in the hospital and I was not mentally capable of making decisions, who's going to decide what medical treatment I get? Is it going to be Barry? Is it going to be my mom? Is it going to be my kids? Does Barry know that I've chosen him to be the one that I want to be the person that does the advanced care directive and make the decisions? Does he know what I would like to have happen if I'm in that position right now? Not even when I'm getting older, but anybody at any age. What are the loved ones and who are they and what are they going to do for us? And see, yeah, Barry's like, pull the plug. Thank you. Barry is no longer my advanced care directive person. That now goes to my mother, who would keep me forever. Thank you, Liz. Liz will be my second. So now people don't want to come and listen to you, honey, on Thursday. Okay. So things like your power of attorney, which is, who's going to take care of all your financial stuff and your house and your possessions. DNRs, if you have a do not resuscitate, what does that mean? Does it mean if I decide once, it's forever? Can I change my mind? Where do I keep the paperwork? How do I find some paperwork? Talking about wills, and not to go too deeply into it, but, what kind of a will do I have to have? What do I need to do to make sure that I have everything listed? What do I do about a living will? Which, surprise, isn't a real thing. And I thought it was a thing. So, it's good to come and just be able to ask questions, to get some information, and just to start to touch on this really important area. So anyways, I really encourage you to come. If you'd like to come, just please let the office give them a quick note so we know how many are coming. If there are people who think, I don't want to drive, it's dark, it's at night, you let the office know. We will come and pick you up and take you back home. Okay? And if you also think, wow, I really would have liked this to be on a Sunday afternoon, let me know, and then we can always do it again at another time. That's at a better time frame. We're just trying to spread our seminars out, so they're some are at night, some are at day. Anyways, lots of announcements. The music is playing. I'm done.
she got the music, I get the hook. Congregational Life and Work meeting after worship this morning. There'll be no pie making on Wednesday because we have no freezer storage, but we have apples that need to be peeled. So if you can come on Wednesday morning, we're going to peel what apples we have, and I'll find a freezer space not here. Sure. We need you. Okay. Just real quick, there was about the chili cook-off and the auction is fast approaching. I think I'll give more on that next week. And the ladies' Advent tea is Thursday, December the 7th at 7 o'clock. And for the ladies who do not like to come out at night, we're going to have drivers for you, so please plan on attending. That's Thursday, December the 7th. Thank you.
Well, speaking of apples, I'm here to talk about next week, where the Fruit Wagon and Doug and I will be bringing apples for outreach. So we do this every year kind of as a thank you for our bountiful harvest that we've had at our orchard, and we kind of took a look at the storage and at the calendar and decided we better do it next Sunday. So next Sunday we will come with boxes of apples and pears. We will set up a tasting so you can see which apples and pears you like. And we'll bring baskets. So the deal is that you fill it with the fruit that you want, and we'll donate the fruit, and the money will go towards outreach projects. So that's next Sunday. Bring your money for that. There's $7 for the basket. Sorry, $8 for the basket this year, and it will all go to outreach.
Good morning. Just a quick announcement about the food bank. I took a trunkload of food up to the University of Windsor and a $136 check for them, and they were very much appreciative of that. And just an update of what we've collected so far. We've got over 1,000 pounds this year for a grand total of 12,548 pounds so far since we've been donating to the food bank. So they are very appreciative. Thank you.
Behind all wonderful things that go on, there are wonderful people that are the driving forces. And my wonderful driving force person, I think, is in the congregation somewhere, Gail Stifler. Is she? And I was told she was here, but I don't see her. So Gail, do you want to come up and we can talk about this together? Gail was the driving force to organize the cross-cultural dinner. We had so many things, and I'm not going to say anything else.
We had magic in this church on Friday night. This congregation reached out to many different cultures. We had 160 people in this church, and you all jumped in and helped and took down tables and washed dishes and played with the kids and just had a wonderful evening. So I'm going to keep it short because the announcements have been long. But it was beautiful. It was a beautiful evening.
If there are no other announcements, let us prepare for worship.